We're live. All right. So what is that? What is that scotch?
This is Talisker Storm, actually. So this is actually, I believe, a sky. So it's made by the sea. So it's typical sky.
Yeah.
The description is sweet, warmth, and briny, peppery finish that are the symbol of the Talisker character, have been carefully accentuated through a skillful blend of differing aged Talisker casks. So
That's interesting.
it's interesting. Um,
All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, so with the two cubes, I found out that water actually releases better, I guess, flavors.
Yeah, the flavor.
If you do it neat, you get some other flavors sometimes.
Yeah.
So it depends how you like your scotch and what taste you like.
Yeah. Got like that smokiness at the back end too.
Yeah.
On the scotch.
So that's what I like about it is that it leaves the smokiness. I actually have another scotch at home that actually leaves a smoother smokiness.
Yeah.
And it lasts in your mouth for a long time. And I was like, this is amazing scotch.
Yeah.
So I started looking at these, like, the smokiness. I was like, these are pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
It's like,
It's you know that I like the scotches that have that smoky flavor, but I don't know how I would like it staying for a while, but definitely I do like it like right after you have the first sip and you're like, all right, that was nice and smooth. Oh man, now this is just like the money shot. You know, you got like that's perfect. That was just that little smokiness aroma that you get in the back of your throat. You're just like, oh man, all right, I'm ready. Because like I don't know, I do like a good scotch every now and then. Aaron Rodgers is right because that's what he does after every win. He'll go home and he'll drink scotch. A lot of football players do that they'll just knock back shots because of to help them deal with the pain.
Yeah. So Scotch actually has a law. It's like Scotch is called Scotch in America because it's from Scotland.
Yeah.
In Scotland they actually have a law that there can only be certain ingredients in the Scotch. All the flavor actually comes from the barrels they distill in or make let it sit in. And it's awesome because, as me, I have my nut allergy.
Yeah.
I can be like, oh, that almond or hazelnut flavor actually just came from a barrel.
Yeah. Shit. Dude, that's really good scotch. I think I'm gonna be saying that through this entire podcast at this point. All right. So anyway, we're sitting here today with Holland Randall off of Twitch. My buddy Randy. He's definitely one of a kind Twitch person. Definitely check his out his Twitch account. His what you said Wednesday nights?
Yeah, Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights apparently. So yeah, go check him out. I had Josh on last night. We were talking about I think we were talking about you and Scotch because he came from like that Scotch and steak thing. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was just going on and on about all the scotches that he basically drank during that. And I told him about it. Like I was like, yeah, Randy has got a pretty big collection. I heard because I hung out with Pat a couple weeks ago, and he was like, yeah, I think he sent Josh a list of what he had.
All right. Yeah.
And I got, and then somehow he put it. I think he put it on like our Facebook group chat between the three of us. And I'm like, oh, so I got it too. Oh shit! All right, let me see. Damn, this is a lot of scotch. I'm like, holy shit.
So do you know what my total is right now?
No, I have no clue.
17 bottles.
Damn. 17 bottles.
They are all single malts though. I refuse to do
the blends.
I'm not a big blend person. I only like singles.
Yeah, well, that's what Josh was talking about yesterday. He was talking about like the blends and stuff. I'm like, I'm like the stuff that Randy normally drinks is this kind of like the stuff I like, which is more single malt and
Single malt, you get more flavor.
yeah,
I think.
100% agree with that. Yeah, the single malt's just, I don't know, it just sits better with me. I don't know. I don't. I guess the blends burn a little bit more too.
They do.
They're not as smooth. So.
Now these are smooth. Like
Oh, yeah.
you can like throw the. You can't take shots of them, but you can like casually drink them and be like, wow, that was really good. I'm done.
Yeah. Stuff that you want to take shots of is the stuff that's actually behind your Scotch glasses, which is all the Nashville finest Old Smoky.
Okay.
Me, Pat, and Josh actually went down there during our road trip. We came back up into Nashville for just to stop and to we were like, might as well hit up Old Smoky. But Old Smoky has it's the distillery for the moonshine, plus they they coexist with a brewery, so it's like half and half. So you can like go over to the one bar, get a beer, and then go over to the other bar and do tasters of moonshine, which is what we did. We did the White Lightning taster. Oh my god, that shit burned. All right, that's like bathtub moonshine, and it's terrible.
Unfortunately, I can't go to any distilleries unless I go to Scotland. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I love Scotch. Scotland's really. You ever been to Scotland?
Not yet.
It's a cool place.
Been to Ireland.
Oh, I've been to Ireland. Oh, Craig got me fucked up in Northern Ireland.
I was in Northern Ireland. Where were you at?
Belfast.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Right after we graduated.
So I actually went with my co-op with Comcast. We had work over there.
Oh, sweet.
So they took me there for 2 weeks, and all I drank was Guinness.
Nice. Which I can tell you like a nice Guinness because of your jacket there.
Oh yeah, that's actually I got from Ireland.
Nice. I think I had a Guinness shirt, but it just doesn't, it's, I think got like a hole in it or something like that, and I was like, fuck. Now I have nothing from Ireland anymore except for like my one Guinness glass that I have inside the house.
I try not to bring as much as I wanted to back.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I can always go back.
Oh, yeah.
And get more. But the Irish do make a couple whiskeys, though. Not too bad, but I think Scotland's got the other hand on it.
Yeah. Ireland's not, I don't know. They're very, those bars, and especially around, you never been to Dublin, right? Or have you?
We did. We went for 1 day, though.
You ever go to, like, the corner bar in Dublin? It's like, it's not what, it was around the corner from our place. I forget the name, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you saw it, you would know because what I'm talking about, because it was just this giant red building. And
was
the
it
bar was everything was this red cedar long bar, goes all the way it's like L shaped. So as soon as you walked in, that was like the serving wells and area, stuff like that. And then
I think I was there. They put everything in red on the outside. I think
Yeah.
it's like the oldest bar in Dublin or something like that.
you
We went like through it. And
Yeah.
we couldn't find seats because it was lunchtime. And I was like, "Whoa! I guess we have to go
yeah.
to a different bar now." And my coworkers don't like waiting, so I was like,
It's a great place. They got if you ever had the chance to go back and sit at that bar, it's so great because I think their bartenders have been there since they were in high school and stuff like that. Like this is what they did. Like their family is at that bar. Everyone who is part of that family still works at the bar or does something for the bar. I think the one person that didn't follow it was the person that became like an accountant, but then they send tax information to him, so technically still with the bar. But that shit was I love that place. They make a bang of shepherd pie up there.
"Yeah."
Shepherd's pie.
I kept eating fish and chips up there, and I was like, "Oh man!" We went to a place in Belfast, and it was like the best fish and chips and I was like, this is the crappiest fish and chips. Like, I went to all the places that didn't advertise, they just had fish and chips on the menu. And I was
Yeah.
like, alright, I'll try them. And then I went to the world's best fish and chips place in Belfast. I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. But did you how was them did you they fried it, I'm assuming, right?
They did fry it.
They did fry it. They didn't use any peanut oil, huh?
So, it was interesting. Ireland, in general, has this, like, law that if someone has an allergy, they have to, like, it's weird, they have to clean, like, half the kitchen just to make someone's food.
Yeah.
So sometimes I would have to wait for like 30 extra minutes just to get my food, but it would be completely safe.
Yeah. So they just basically you have that reassurance that
Yeah.
like everything came out,
Oh yeah,
just
like I had little cards that
Yeah.
I gave like my waitress or waiter
Yeah.
my little card, and they were like, "Oh, it'll be fine." Like
Yeah.
I always asked what kind of oil they cooked in. Half the time it was like canola or
Yeah.
so, like they were like peanut oil was too expensive. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I understand that.
it is like half Chick-fil-A's budget goes to peanut oil.
Yeah.
Because that's all they use. And I'm like once I started cooking down in like or when I was the chef down in Atlantic City, I was just like looking at the pricing and I'm like, what, canola oil or peanut oil? Canola oil it is. I'm like, nope. Can't do that. I can't, because that was like, they gave me a budget of like, I had to do buffet style, and I had a budget probably half the amount of the, because we were like the player development kitchen,
Okay.
so we had half the budget of the actual buffet kitchen.
Okay.
And I'm like, so I got high-end people coming in, and I have half the budget to work with. Fuck you. This can't be possible. So I only had my staff was like 3 people, and it was terrible.
Wow.
I wanted to shoot at everyone, because I was just bouncing off the wall. I slept. Some nights I wouldn't even come back home. I would sleep in the dish pit. I'd put out boxes and actually just sleep on top of the boxes.
That's crazy. They
Because
didn't give you a room?
No, sometimes they did, but then Friday and Saturday nights were packed. They don't have any rooms, so I would sleep on boxes because I would be there until 4, and then my shift starts again at like 6 in the morning. And you're just like, well, I got 2 hours to sleep. All right, time to go to work. And then people would be like, all right, well, looks like he's had a rough couple days. Let me give him a mimosa early Sunday morning. I was like, I was like, yep. And down the mimosa, and that's the drunkest feeling you'll ever have. And I'm like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get someone cover the line. I'm gonna go place the U.S. food order. Matt, it's Sunday. Yeah, I'm ahead of the game. But yeah, it's crazy. This is really good scotch.
This is only like, I can't believe, like, I went into my closet, I was like, I really just need a scotch cabinet. Because I keep it all in the back of my closet.
Oh, you don't actually have a cabinet?
I don't have a cabinet, because I keep it all in my room, and I'm like, I should really get a cabinet.
Yeah, always keep a lookout for like there's like these there's stuff like the Craigslist things where people just dump like their shit to the curb and they'll post it on Craigslist and then you just go and you can pick it up.
Huh.
And it's you don't have to pay any money. Like some of the stuff they make they'll be like they'll be like as long as you can pick it up you can take it.
Yeah.
Sometimes but the one time they had like there was this nice like cabinet. And I was like, I wonder if Randy has. I was like, Randy's got to have a cabinet for a scotch already. But I was like, it was like a perfect. It was such a small. It was a small little cabinet, but it had like shelf. Because they took like in-depth pictures of this. I mean, this small cabinet had 15 pictures. I'm like,
wow.
I'm like because they like took pictures of the inside and everything. like make sure like this has not been out here long, like no water damage. So like I was like, all right, let me go see. Let me go and go see if it's still there, and I'll go pick it up. Keep it in here until you came, and it was gone, just like that. I'm like, fuck. This was on the other. It was on the other side of Cherry Hill, more by
right.
like right off of Crescent there,
Okay.
as you're heading towards Hanfield.
Yep.
Yep, right there. I was like right behind what school's that? What elementary school is that? Not Rosa. The elementary school. When you pass Rosa on Crescent, go across the bridge. That elementary school right there. It's in the development right next to that.
So Woodcrest?
I think that's Woodcrest. Yeah,
It's like the elementary school that's right by there.
Yeah, I think that is Woodcrest. Yeah, I can never remember. I drive by it probably 4 times a week now because I work at the Brandywine Voorhees and I work at Haddonfield, so I go back and forth to the buildings. So I have like 3 or 4 times a week I go by that school. I'm like, I still don't know the name of the school. It's not there's like not a sign out there, and because it's written on the building, I'm like, I don't have time to read you. Just keep on flooring it, listening to Skillet or whatever I'm listening to that day.
Wow.
Yeah. But me and Pat, we went to what was it? We went to the Josh Wolf concert, the comedian.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, and we like pre-gamed at like Yards.
Okay.
They had a couple new beers on their tap list. They had this IPA with like a twist of lime. I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. But I'm like, I had like 2 of them, and I'm like, yeah, I can feel that. All right, time to switch to something else. And I was like, they had like their spin-off of the Weihenstephaner Hefeweizen.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, this is so good. I love my German beers. German beers are probably my passion.
You know where Pat took me for the Overwatch League?
Yeah, I heard you guys went to Rojas.
For my first time.
Oh shit!
I'd never been there, and I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
It was like a dream. I was like, I should just wear lederhosen and like walked in there.
Oh yeah, you could, because there was I think me and Pat wanted to do we wanted to do the Oktoberfest there, because they had an Oktoberfest there.
Yeah.
And
I heard it was expensive though.
Yeah, it was. It was $110. You got 7 free beers. 7 for because you know how their beers are liters.
Oh damn.
So you get 7 free liters of beer, and you get an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's like you spent $110, but you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother and his roommate. Tomorrow we're going to the one up. It's not an Oktoberfest, but it's a beer festival.
Okay.
And we're going to it. It's up by Croydon, PA, which is in the northeast.
Yep.
So we got to hop on the train and get out there, but apparently that one's supposed to be crazy.
You know what Oktoberfest we should go to?
Actual Oktoberfest.
That and but did you know the Renaissance Fair does an Oktoberfest?
I did not know that.
And apparently it's huge.
I believe. Now that's something I do believe, because right, the Renaissance, whenever they do something, it's always big. It's just because they have a lot of space up there.
Yeah, it's over by Harrisburg or something like that. It's where the big PA Renaissance Fair is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think somewhere around there.
Like that is something we should do one year.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be amazing.
That'd be cool.
I would even wear the lederhosen or a kilt. Doesn't matter which one.
Oh man, just to see you in a freaking kilt.
I actually at university.
Yeah.
If I ever work on Fridays, or I'm on campus on Fridays, it's Kilt Friday. Because in high school I had Sweaterless Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Well, I converted that into Kilt Fridays.
Kilt Fridays.
And everyone on the campus, when I walk by, looks at me. I'm like,
yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know, right?
I've seen weirder things on the SEPTA late at night.
Oh, yeah, that's... Ooh, man, SEPTA. that can get weird.
Yeah, like, I'm not the weirdest thing on the train,
No,
to be
no, no,
honest.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's a kilt, it's not a skirt, so technically it's manly.
Yeah, so what? You still go to school at Drexel?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. That's yeah,
My last year, finally.
nice.
7 years in school. You know, I'm done.
You're just ready to move on, and
I'm
Get
ready
your-
to work.
yeah, you're ready for that big boy job.
Yeah. You know how I felt old the other day?
What?
I have to take a class for community service.
Yeah.
Well, I volunteered. I'm like, normally as a freshman you take this class, or a sophomore. So my advisor was like, you should do it your senior year. It's an easy class.
Yeah.
It's 1 credit. I took it this last Wednesday. I met this girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, she was like, how old are you? Like, I'm 25.
Yeah.
She was like, no shit. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
How old did you think I was? And I was like, by the way, what year are you in? She's like, I'm a freshman. I'm like, oh shit, my age just went from
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you to I'm old as shit. So I was like, and she was pretty cute too. I was like, oh, maybe like we'll go out to like dinner or something like that. I'm like, she might be 18.
The best is we started we hired these girls back a while ago over at Brandywine, and they're young. They had to fill out their working papers to work there. So they come in one day and they start flirting with all the me and my buddies. We're full grown adult men. Like, this is like, it's so inappropriate for them. And the one time she was like, I just had enough. She was like, I looked at her. I'm like, she's like, what? Why is this so bad? I was like, look, I'm old enough to date your mom. All right, so like, get away. She's like, I'm like, by the way, is your mom single? She was like, shut it. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, like this girl, she was 18 or 19, you know, freshman, you never know.
Yeah.
But she acted like she was at least a junior. And she was very outgoing. I was like, that's insane. Either I'm getting old or the younger generations look older.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's insane. I shake my head now when I go into work because, like, you know, I watch people because I'm watching these girls and I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, they're watching SpongeBob. Like, well, at least they know what SpongeBob is because I've had that too.
So I'm taking a 200 level course.
Yeah.
That I forgot, and my advisor was like, just take it your senior year. This is what happens when you ask your advisor for advice.
Yeah.
The whole class is either freshmen or sophomores. I am the only senior in that entire class.
Oh shit.
And my professor was like, did you take this already?
Yeah.
I was like, no. Unfortunately, no. And he was like, well, okay, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I always had a lab partner with one person.
Yeah.
She graduated last year.
Oh shit.
So any other lab classes I have now, I don't have a lab partner for anymore. Because we always made sure our schedules, we had the same class.
Yeah.
So we could be lab partners. I was like, damn, I don't have a lab partner for this class. And then all the other people under me are like, oh, do you understand this? I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, can I see your stuff? I was like, why? Like, I'm a senior.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way. You do not share your shit.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I always find that funny because like that one the one comedian we saw, like he like the one joke was about like his son was asking him like about questions about sex, and he was like man, he's like, you want to know my secrets? Man, I worked hard for those secrets. You think I'm gonna kick you to the finish line because you're my son? Fuck you, dude. Learn it the hard way. Trial and error.
There was a comedian that one of a co-op that works with they could work part-time at Drexel IT.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, have you seen this comedian? Because that's what I literally watch at my job. I just literally go on YouTube and watch for comedians."
Yeah.
This one dude was like, "Here, you gotta see this guy." I forget. I think it was like Joe Quake.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is the funniest shit ever." Like, I don't understand like the whole cultural part of it,
Yeah.
but like thinking about all his jokes, like that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
And then he also tells stories about his son and the embarrassing story. I was like, "This is amazing."
Oh yeah. Like the one guy, yeah, Josh Wolf. He does the his. He had one come out. He's like, my son ate my weed. Now, like he does the edibles. And if you've never had an edible before, actually Pat knows this. Because me and him went to Colorado together.
Okay.
That was like the first time I had edibles, and that was the first time I think he had an edible. But basically, those gummy bears can be all the way up to 10 grams of weed.
Wow.
Like and this comedian, he does like the Decadose, and because he lives out in Los Angeles, and the Decadose is like 4 times that. And you're just like, shit. So his son ate one, and then threw the wrapper in the trash can in his room, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I see the wrapper in there. I know you ate ate my edible." And he was like, "Oh, thank God you caught me. I'm so high. I can't deal with this anymore." because he was like doing weird. He knew he was high because he was doing like weird shit. He was like, just like this, like rubbing his thumbs together, and like when you're that high, you might be trying to figure out how to like conquer the world or something doing this. You don't know.
Oh
but,
yeah.
But you're still acting really weird, and that was just hilarious. I couldn't imagine eating an edible.
I have never done drugs. I've never actually did weed. Never did anything. It's actually because my future jobs they require drug tests.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. Like when you're doing government work, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You like
because they can actually drug test you.
Because I'm actually going to be applying for a government job, and on their website it says you have to be clean for 2.5 years or 3 years.
Yeah, because they probably do
the hair probably sample, and then they also do a monthly drug test on you, random monthly drug test.
Oh shit!
And I was like, you know what? I'm completely clean. The only thing they'll find in my system is alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is completely legal for me.
Yeah, we didn't find any weed, but man, you gotta lay off the scotch.
You found all the... Wait, hold on. Your blood is how much scotch?
The only part that doesn't have scotch in your blood right now is your fingertips.
Oh.
And that's the 1% that needs to be filled. So go home and drink a bottle of scotch.
Okay, that's an order.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The drinking scotch, and you always gotta have your favorite drink whenever you go out to bars and stuff like that.
The problem about scotch at bars
is
it's not the pricing. That's not what I'm worried about. It's the watering down part.
Oh yeah, especially the good shit. They're all like, oh yeah, the good shit.
There's a corner bar on Drexel's campus, and I was like, okay.
Which one?
It used to be called Sláinte.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But now it's called the Market Tavern, and I had it. You probably know McKellen,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
it's a pretty good scotch. It's like,
oh yeah.
I like their 12-year-old, but their 18 it's an expensive bottle.
Yeah.
I had it, and I was like, okay, $25 for. I know the bartender. He gave me like basically double the glass. I was like, this is awesome. It was watered down. Like, I know scotch. I was like, this is watered down. I literally went to him. I was like, because I know.
Yeah.
You know this is watered down, right? He was like, yeah. It's like, then why did you serve it? Yeah. He was like, well, I don't own the place. It's just what we're told to do. And I'm like, damn. Like, I paid for good scotch. Like, it shouldn't be watered down like that.
Nah, yeah, man. Like, me me and Greg, like tomorrow we'll be hanging out. Like we have our hair, the guy that does that does our hair, um, work his place is like right next to Bras.
That's awesome.
So, like me and Greg sometimes will get out and then we'll, depending on what time our hairdress, what time our appointment is, we'll go in to we'll go in the Bras afterwards and grab some beer, and because my brother loves his German style beers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know your brother.
Went to Germany and all that. He's just he loves it.
I'm sure that if I got together with him, we would be wearing the whole lederhosen outfits and just walk around Germany the entire time.
Yeah, he would. He'd probably do that. He'd probably do that here. He'd probably do that in Philly.
Brauhaus is a little different. Like the bartender we had wasn't like dressed up. He really just had a black shirt and I think black shorts on.
Yeah.
But like
the
girls actually have the typical German barista.
Yeah. So cool. Actually, the one time I was like, I think I was with Pat and Josh actually. I think it was before. It wasn't before the movie. Before something. I forget what we were doing afterwards. But we went there and I'm like I got my beer. I'm like, oh man, nice big mug. I'm like, huh, beer's empty. I'm like, looking for a bartender. I was like, wouldn't you know, Pat ordered a beer that wasn't because we were at the back bar.
Okay.
He ordered a beer that was at the front bar, and she had to walk all the way to the front bar to go grab the beer.
Okay.
And then bring it back. I was like, where'd she go? And Pat's like, oh, she went to go get my beer. I'm like, you motherfucker. I was like, dude, don't try to order one on this bar. I was like, there's like four.
When we went to Brauhaus, we actually sat at the bar, and we ordered our beers, and like, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. You get the mug and everything like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I didn't realize their food menu, when you order a wurst,
yeah,
you can order just the wurst, or you can actually have a platter.
Yeah.
But when you ask for a platter, you actually have to specify it.
Yeah.
So when they brought us our meals, I literally had a wurst on a platter. I was like, hold up here. So I ate the wurst. I was like, this is pretty good wurst.
Yeah.
So then Pat had his meal. I was like, so I went to the guy. And I was like, oh, I meant to order the platter. And he was like, well, if you want to order the platter, you can. I was like, you know what? Throw the 2 sausages on there and give me the platter. And I ate the platter. And I was like, this is so good.
Yeah.
I'm so full.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to eat it.
Yeah. I haven't had better better at worst anywhere than when I went up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. That was probably, they had the best bratwurst all around. Like, didn't matter where you got it from. You could have gotten it from Brett Favre's Steakhouse, or you could have gotten it from, Lambeau Field. It's all going to be really, really good.
The one thing that I did like about Brauhaus was their sauerkraut.
Oh, the kraut's delicious.
I was like, can I just have a bowl of this? Like,
oh yeah, it is so good, and they heat it up like perfectly.
Yeah, it's like, it's also not overcooked, so it's not like that soupiness.
Yeah,
it's actually like
it's
got like this
it's fresh
dryness, but also like like sauerkraut's got like that liquid.
Yeah,
I was like
the vinegar and all that.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is perfect.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that Brauhaus does not get that shit out of like a can.
Now, the one place I have to find is a Ukrainian or Russian bar.
Yeah. I want to find. Me and Pat are trying to find a bar like the one in Richmond. We had a bar in Richmond. It was like an English style bar, and it was awesome. Me and him loved it. We got there, we were just sitting there chilling, drank some beer, and we wanted to find that in Philly, but I don't think we'll ever find that.
So there are a couple bars, English bars, in Philly. I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm so sorry, whoever is not.
Greg.
But there is an actual bar in Philly for Manchester United fans for the games.
Yeah,
And if you go there during a game,
yeah.
it's all fans. And they have like the bars open. It's in English. It's actually it's called the Black Sheep, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like right off the Patco line at the very end.
Okay.
And there's actually, I think, a Liverpool bar too in Philly.
Yeah, and there's Tottenham is Tavern on Broad, right there. Tavern on Broad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's another English bar. I like their burgers. Nothing really else I like from them.
Yeah.
It's actually called the Dandelion. It's
Okay.
an English bar. It also has a pub. Like it has a bar, but it has a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I'll have to check some of those out. Because like I said, yeah, we've been
Hey,
looking for
I'll
stuff.
go to them if you want.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm all for it. Like me and Greg actually, whenever he's over here, well, he'll come to Jersey every once in a while, and sometimes I'll be off, but not for. I haven't been off for a while, so tomorrow's like my first day off in a month.
Wow.
So, but yeah, he comes over here, and then we go to Zed's, which is a brewery in Marlton.
Okay.
You know the Marlton Main Street area, like where the 7-Eleven is?
Yeah.
Right behind that, where the shopping center used to be, where it used to have like that animal care place. They bought that place and turned it into a brewery.
Huh.
And in smack dab in the middle of Marlton, nobody knew. Like so many people are like, "Wait, what? You're going where?" I'm like, "Marlton brewery." They're like, "There's a brewery in Marlton? It's so small. How is it? Where is it at?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right on Main Street." And they're like, "The fucking shit! I just passed by it probably today." I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, it's really good. I like it. I like it because they have really good shandies,
Okay.
which is something I think would be able to drink.
Might be able to drink
It depends on what. I'm not sure what they make their pilsner with.
If it's a traditional German Pilsner,
Yeah,
by the purity law,
yeah,
there should be no nuts in it.
yeah,
But if they don't follow it, they're like, oh, they just call it a Pilsner,
yeah.
it might have nuts in it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, but they are a spot for Union fans when the game's on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So if you're ever looking for a place around here for a Union game or something, that's a place to go.
I've been trying to find people to go to the games with. You know how hard it is?
Greg goes like, I think once a year. Once or twice a year, yeah. Greg gets busy with the because me and him go to the Sixer games a lot.
Okay.
So that's something that's like really that's really fun to go to a Sixer game.
I think it's also because the Union Stadium is not where all the other stadiums are.
Yeah,
it's like separated. I was like, who made this design?
It's a beautiful stadium.
It is.
It is so nice.
But they should have made it closer to like the rest of the stadium, so people would go.
Yeah. Yeah, because when they first decided to build something, I think what actually back in that day they started planning that like the esports arena that's going up. Yeah. They had plans for an esports arena. Because at first I think back then it was like it was going to be a mall that was going to be in that spot.
Okay.
But then they're like, nah, it's not going to be a mall anymore. We're going to make it an esports arena.
Well, Comcast has lots of money. They're going to like, oh, screw it. We're going to throw money at them.
Yeah. And, they already have Xfinity Live and all that. But yeah. But I'm just like, what the fuck? It's it was such a big thing that they were going to build this stadium, but then they built it in a spot where you're like, it's like one of the worst areas in Chester too. Like you're not. Like, it's not like at first it wasn't a safe area, but now they're starting to get it under control.
Oh yeah, but
for the problem is
and stuff like that. Public transportation down there.
Yeah, and there's none of that.
The stadium, you can walk from the train station. It's right there.
There is a
Okay, quality.
casino that does offer free rides to the game.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I'm not sure what casino it is.
Is it Sugar House?
I think it might be. It's either Sugar House or it's the Harris and Chester.
Okay.
But I mean, still, you have to get to Chester.
God, it's just awful.
Yeah, because like it's not like, all right, let me go take a drive on across Interphilly and then go to Chester. No, you have to go down from where we are. You have to actually go on 295 South and go 295 South for a while. Get off on the thing for the bridge because the bridge obviously it's right there.
Yeah.
But you're just like, oh my god, it's just
I'd
so
rather
much
just
fucking work.
take trains to Philly and go down to the stadium. It's faster.
Yeah.
That's why I think they're building an esports arena down there too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, down in Chester?
No, wait, by the
Yeah,
all the stadiums.
Complex, yeah.
And I think they're actually making an esports bar down there too.
Oh, seriously?
Either that or they're making it in like Center City or something like that.
That'd be cool.
But Comcast actually has a plan to have an esports bar that goes along with the esports arena, and I'm like, that's awesome. And apparently you can watch the games right in the bar.
Oh wow.
I was like, that's amazing.
That's fucking awesome. That's so cool. I just like we all like our I love like the bar. Did Pat ever take you to barcade?
Not yet.
Not yet. We found better barcade on our road trip.
Okay.
Because every place we went to, they all had they all were like hipster, kind of towns. So they all had their barcade bar. So we just had to find it. So in New Orleans, I found the one in New Orleans. Our waitress in New Orleans for that barcade, she was so hot. Oh my god! And she got me hammered because, she was making me. My go-to drink is Tito's and lemonade.
Okay.
When I'm out and I don't know what beer is on tap and stuff like that, I just go Tito's and lemonade. She made the best Tito's and lemonade I ever had. I mean, it was perfect. Like it was like that scotch. It just went down so smooth. And just like that, I was on number 5.
Wow.
I'm like, shit. I'm feeling it. I'm like looking at Pat, and Pat looks at me and he's like, all right. She's like, want another beer? He's like, give me Tito's and lemonade. She does it again. The whole time, Pat's just like, he hits me on the shoulder. He's like, is it just me, or do you find her really attractive? So I'm like, dude, you just noticed that now? We've been here for like an hour. What the hell's wrong with you?
Damn.
I was like, yeah, she was like smoking.
Dude, there was a girl at Brockhouse Spit. I was like, damn, she is.
Like, yeah.
I was like, Pat's like, yeah. I'm like, have you seen her?
Like when I go out, I look around, and you're just like, like pretend like stretch your neck, you're like, bend back.
Yeah.
The best one was yesterday. I was with my old food service director. Took me out to he works over in Hannaford. Took me out to dinner for all the shifts I've been covering for him and stuff like that. So then he basically bartender comes out and he's like, oh, hey, Jeff. I was like, who's that? He's like, oh, that's the bartender right now. Swear to God, this girl drop dead gorgeous. Blonde hair, blue eyes. All I thought about was, man, this girl would be perfect for Pat because she had the Irish tattoo right on her wrist. I was like,
oh my god. But those are always toughest.
Yeah, they are.
Like, they're always, like, as a bartender, they are the toughest to get to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was like, oh my god, she was just drop dead. And then, but to continue the story, we actually found better barcade down in Nashville. Nashville had a basically similar setup, except there's more games on a second level that overlooked the first level of games.
Okay.
all the games for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, didn't have to pay tokens. Like here, you gotta pay tokens.
Yeah. Well, I think you use quarters here, don't you?
Yeah, you can use quarters too, but you know most people don't carry quarters on them, so you have
Well,
to.
that's when you go
You have
to the
to
bank.
you
and
do the bill. They have the bill break machines there.
Yeah.
So I just put in like $20, and I'll just give
See,
me
that's
20
when you
bucks
go
in
to, like,
quarters.
the bank and say, "Hey, I need quarters." They
Yeah, I
just give you
can't.
rolls of quarters.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I'm with I got Capital One banking now,
Oh.
so I don't. My bank is the ATM.
That sucks.
So I mean I can't talk to a person, but also I left TD, so I was like I don't feel like talking to people anymore about this shit
Yeah.
because you get fucked over so many times by them. You're just like
There's
shit.
so many bank accounts, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I originally I was just like, oh, like bank account here, just to separate everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, every time something happens, you're like, all right, who do I have to talk to? Like recently, that Capital, I think it was Capital One, that got breached.
Breached, yeah.
My GameStop credit card was part of that,
Oh shit.
and someone spent $700. You know where like Gloucester County is?
Yeah.
In Gloucester County, someone spent $700
Oh,
all in
shit.
GameStop.
Yeah.
And I was like, first of all, my car never leaves my house.
Yeah.
So how is this possible?
I know.
It took them 4 months to say, oh, you're not responsible for this.
Jesus
After I put it in
Christ.
dispute, they're like, oh, it doesn't go against you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, like I hope not. Did I not? I don't know. I think it did. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I have no clue what that was all about.
Hopefully that was on the entire time.
Well, it was on, but it was like in between. So it turned off at some point. I don't know.
Huh.
Whatever. Yeah, it didn't stop recording, so. Oh, that's fine. Alright.
It's completely blank.
Yeah, so, well, yeah,
that
because
would suck.
Oh yeah, like that would, but I mean, I would it's somewhere in there. I would have to find it. It'll probably be on like instead of it being on through the program, it'd be just on the computer somewhere.
Okay.
So it should. But whatever, it's fine.
Whatever.
But yeah. That was yeah. Pat's like blind to hot girls sometimes. You gotta like hit him. You gotta like kick him.
I do that too.
I
I'm like,
like-
do you see that? Like when we were at the Overwatch, I was like, he was like, I don't know, like he was watching the game too. But then like I looked around the road, I was like, dude, do you see all these chicks? Like, I was like, holy shit.
He'd probably be like,
No, he was just watching the game.
He's like, keep in your pants, Randy. Come on, we're here for a mission. What the fuck, man? Just take a look around.
We're not getting any younger.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. You're not getting any younger yet, Pat.
Like, just turned 25. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I turned 25 and I'm like, I see like people like that we graduated with like their third kid. I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw that too. I'm like, and then like some of them, like they're old, like they're 25 like us, but they're not married, but they're pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh crap! Like people still do that?
Yeah. Well, they who was it? Someone married like really early. Who was it? Flamenberg did.
Yes.
Yeah. He married like real.
He had a girlfriend throughout all of high school though.
Yeah.
A lot of them had
that were like
girlfriends dating throughout high school. They until the end of their college career, then they got married to them because they were still together. I was like,
yeah.
Who knows?
I was like, man, they found the secret of keeping it together. I was like, I couldn't keep a relationship going for more than 2 weeks.
Well, so recently I was on a date, and this girl, so she actually asked me out. It was through Bumble, and I was like, okay, whatever. We were having a conversation out of nowhere. She was like, want to have dinner? I was like, sure. So we went to dinner, and then I was like, well, we should plan to do this again. So I got her number and everything, and
Yeah.
she was like, oh, I want a business trip. Like, I have this. I'm also on vacation. So, like, 4 weeks, we just text. And we finally planned, oh, I'll be home this day. Let's plan for dinner this night. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, where do you want to go? Because, I could figure out where to eat, but she keeps kosher. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
it's harder for her to get food. I'm just having allergies I've had.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was that Wednesday, was like, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't really have romantic feelings for you.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before our date, I was like, well, good to know for telling me, first of all.
Yeah.
And good luck to you for finding someone. And we try to stay as friends.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. I told my sister, and she was like, okay, at least she was honest. I was like, yeah. I literally just told her, I was like, on to the next girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was on a date a couple weeks ago, and this girl, she was crazy, hot but crazy, and she was like, after one date, I drove her back to her house, because I'm a nice guy, you know, we kissed. I was like, all right, let's do it again sometime, and she was like, I think I'm in love with you, and I was like, well, see you, bye. Got into the car, and I left. I was like, I got the hell out of there. She kept on texting me. She was like, I think I see signs. I was like, me too. Mine says 295 South. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, I ain't dealing with that shit.
I
Crazy
always meet my dates in Philly.
Yeah.
Unless they're out in nowhere. Because this one chick, she has her PhD, and she's 29. I was like, 4 years older than I am. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
And we can never get together. She's actually from Washington Township.
Oh wow.
And the only thing that I was really excited about, she's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And we spent 3 days talking about Lord of the Rings and talking about Gandalf and our favorite Hobbit. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the girl I dreamed about.
Yeah, there's the dream girl.
But we could never figure out our schedules to actually meet up.
Yeah.
So we actually originally agreed to meet at PJ's in Washington Township. I was like, okay, hopefully I don't get killed down there.
Yeah, basically, I was like, I try all the time. I try to keep them, the dates local to me, but sometimes I have to go out to bumfuck nowhere in Philly or some shit.
Well, I just want to stay Center City, Philly.
Yeah, one girl, she lived in Manayunk.
Okay, that's
not
that bad.
That wasn't too bad. So I went out to she wanted to go. I wanted to go to the Manayunk Brewery, but she wanted to go someplace else. I forget. It's just some bar.
Okay.
Some random bar, rooftop bar and stuff like that. And then we went back to her place and just sat and just talked for a while. She went into the bathroom or something. Her roommate came out and she was like, yeah, I don't think things are working out. I was like, yeah, how you figure that out? Well, she just went into her bedroom and locked the door. So you can so you want chill? I was like, sure. See there. Actually ended up hooking up with her roommate.
Nice.
And her roommate ended up knocking on the door the next morning. I just left.
Yeah.
Because I had work. I had to get to work. And her roommate texted me. She was like, yeah, got unlocked because they're I forget what their relationship was to each other, but she finally opened up the door. She walked in and she was like, So you know that guy that you were on a date with last night? She was like, yeah. She was like, well, we hooked up in the next room. So I think they had like a bet going or something, and
Yeah.
she was like, so I won. I'm like, I just chilled with a girl who was probably hotter than the roommate, or than her,
Yeah.
the one I was on with. So it all worked out in the end. But that was probably the weirdest date I was ever on. I was just like,
They are always the weirdest date.
I'm like, well, that's the first time anyone tried to lock their door on me. Like, fuck, don't invite me in if you don't want me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like the date I went to, that girl for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I walked her. So she was walking back because we were on like Jackson campus for dinner.
Yeah.
Then we walked back to her place, which is in Center City, because I was like, I'm gonna pack her. That's not a big deal. I was like, I'll walk with you. It's like getting late at night. I just don't will let someone walk alone that night.
Yeah.
So I walk her. She's like, oh, here's my building. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, it was like so awkward. I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
All right.
let's do this again.
All right. See ya. Like, yeah,
And then like I walked away. Like after she walked away, I walked away.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the most awkward moment ever.
Well, yeah, there's moments sometimes like when you.
But then the worst part was when we were walking back to her apartment. She waved to people on the street. I was like, oh, who was that? She was like, oh, that's my roommates. And she has like 3 roommates.
Oh shit.
I was like, damn.
Damn.
And even if we did date, we'd have no privacy whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that is the problem. Finding someone that trying to that lives alone. Especially like I can't. If I have a date, I can't like have.
You can't just bring me.
I can't bring him home here.
You do the same thing with me. Well, my mother would probably be like asking her questions more than I would.
Yeah. Hey, you want to see baby picture match? Fuck. Like
My mom's not that bad.
Yeah. Well, my mom's like she can be. She's great, but she can be very just interrogate people on the spot. And you're just like, well, where the fuck's this coming from?
My mom will be like, she does it like very slyness sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did that come from? Where's the mother I always knew?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's insane. Oh my god, I was so.
She always tried to be. She was like, you bought another bottle of scotch. I was like, Mom, I collect. It's not like I'm drinking all of it.
Yeah.
Like, you see, that bottle,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's been with me for about 6 months, maybe more. No, actually more, probably like a year.
Yeah.
I drink that much. Like, it's
Yeah.
really filled to the top, so I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not like
it takes me like a year to finish one bottle.
Yeah, it's not like me because I demolish beers. Like I'll demolish 12 packs in a night.
Yeah, I don't drink it. Like, I'll have like maybe one beer and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink to get drunk. I drink to be social.
So do I, and I'm a social butterfly when I'm drinking like that, because because it takes. I actually reached the moment where I'm like a 6-pack doesn't get me drunk anymore.
Wow.
A 6-pack gets me buzzed, but it doesn't get me drunk.
High tolerance, man.
Yeah, it takes like 12 packs to get me drunk.
It takes like 2. Well, if you're drunk by German beers, it takes me about a liter of beer to get me buzzed.
Yeah.
So, whatever that's equal to.
Yeah, Pat's right behind me with that. Pat's a disgusting drinker now.
Have you seen his Twitch channel?
I trained him well. Yes, I did, and actually,
he drinks nonstop.
Did you see the 12-hour stream one?
No, I did not.
Because he at one point you're like, all right, well, I know he's drunk. And then I see him. He's like, "Well, time for another one," and just opens up another bottle of like 12% mead. I'm like, he's not gonna remember opening that.
No, he's not.
And then he texted me, drunk texted me while on the stream. I'm like, who the fuck's he texting? He was texting me, but I don't think it wasn't meant for me. It was meant for someone else. But he was so hammered that he sent it to me by accident.
He always sends me a text and say, "Hey, I'm streaming this," and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm in class."
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be like halfway through. I'll be like, or at work or in a podcast, and this thing will pop up on P Weston or Epic Panda, whatever his Twitch handle is. It's streaming. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I could use a good laugh. I'm at work right now. Let me fucking put on Pat's Twitch. And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, dude. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what's he trying? Oh, he's drinking again? What the fuck?
He's always drinking on stream.
I'm like, what the hell, man?
Oh man.
Like, dude it like a super.
Does he still have like the beer of French is completely full?
I'm not sure. I haven't been over there.
I haven't been there either.
Yeah. He hasn't. We haven't really hung out in a while. I think the last time we hung out was the Josh Wolf concert, and
I definitely need to get more concerts going.
Yeah.
This summer, I think I went to one.
Oh, seriously?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I haven't. I was going to do co-op. So
yeah.
I was driving an hour to Princeton, an hour and a half back because of traffic.
Yeah.
So by the time I got home, it was like 6:30.
Yeah.
By the time I even got into my house, I just dropped everything and fell asleep until dinner was done, and then I got up, ate dinner, and went back to sleep.
Yep, that's basically my life for the past month. Has been, I'll go to the liquor store, I'll pick myself up a 6-pack, eat, sleep, go to work, come home from work, drink my 6-pack, go to bed, and repeat it all over again. I'm just like, what the fuck? But like, that's like, oh my Jesus Christ, this is like insane. It's insanity. Like I'm like I have no energy. Like I had you on today. I had Josh on the other day. But like, if I don't have anyone like scheduled, I won't do them. I won't do podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. If I don't have anyone scheduled, because I'm just like, I'm so busy now that like with working over at Brandywine, I don't have the energy or the time until I have like days like today. Like I work today at 4 o'clock. But
okay.
Like I don't like. So for those like couple hours, I'm like, all right, podcast, pack for Greg's, lunch, work.
Yeah.
And then after work, I go break the Greg's, and then I hang out with Greg for a little bit, and the stupid dog.
I haven't seen Greg since we went to Yards. That was how long ago?
That was a while ago. To Yards, huh?
Do you remember Yards in Morristown?
Oh, the Yard House. I was like Yards.
No, Yards House.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, now I remember that.
I think it was like
me, you, and him. I think, right? Because I don't think
Pat
Pat wasn't there.
Pat wasn't there.
Pat bailed.
No, we went to the movies that day, and we went to the bar afterwards.
Yeah.
And then your brother
joined.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen you in ever.
Yeah. Greg's doing well for himself now. He's teaching in the city, and just he's got a hefty schedule this year. But he just won or got nominated for Teacher of the Year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he got to go to an Eagle game and like sit on the sidelines
and
stuff
I
like
see that on his social media. I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Because he didn't post anything. He didn't like post anything, and because like he was like drunk that entire day. Because they had good shit. They had like everything was paid for, So they got like high-end scotch and all the top shelf stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty cool. Him, his girlfriend, and my dad, and his buddy all went together and went down there. Yeah, I was supposed to meet them for brunch that morning, but I ended up getting hammered with Pat and AC because we had a concert the day before.
Okay.
It was Shinedown. We went to. Yeah,
Was that a Thursday? Or was it a Friday?
I think it was a Friday.
It was Friday. Yeah. I wanted to go to that one. I was like, I should. I could.
It was a great show, right? And it was Papa Roach was the warm up act, but once Shinedown came on, it was the first concert I'd been to that actually set off the fire alarm.
Yep.
Because they didn't calibrate the fire alarm correctly, so when they started shooting things off, how Shinedown does.
Oh yeah, with all
yeah, they did what's up? I think it was cut the cord. Is when they do when it says cut the cord, then they blow it up.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one that actually set off the fire alarm because it was an actual fire one.
Okay.
Explosion, and you could smell it. So they actually had to open up all the door. They actually opened up all the doors in the arena, so the smoke would just go out the doors.
Wow.
Instead of
this was at the Hard Rock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of staying in there.
You would think they would be prepared for all this.
Yeah, but it's an indoor venue, and you got a lot of people in there.
Actually, I know. So someone that's a year older than us, she's actually a comedian in New York.
Yeah.
She actually did to the show in AC.
Oh, really?
Like last night, I was like, I wish I had time to go to AC last night to see her.
I know, right?
Because she's normally in New York City doing comedy shows.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, you came down here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they do have the Howie Mandel Comedy Club in Hard Rock now.
She was at the Tropicana, I think.
Oh, so that's a bigger venue.
Yeah.
She did a pretty big venue.
There's like a group of them that do comedy.
Yeah.
So. But I was like, damn, like there's so many things going on in AC right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just so busy, I can't do it.
Yeah, it was funny because Pat told me one time he was like, yeah, I think me and him I think we're at the Yard House. He was like, yeah, I was thinking about doing stand up comedy. I was like, I said, huh. And he's like, what? I was like, what? That wasn't part of your act? he's like, oh man, he's like, man, fuck you. I'm like,
oh no, could Pat do stand up comedy?
I don't think
so.
No. I think he could do I think he could have one good set, but then after that he wouldn't be able to really.
So there is this Scottish guy that I actually watch, and he brutalizes the audience.
Yeah.
And then he tells stories, but then he calls people out. If like you're on your phone all day during the show and he sees it,
yeah,
he will call you out and say, "Why are you on your phone?" Like he'll like curse and like with the Scottish accent. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
And then he'll like make fun of people about like how they look. It's all a joke, of course. But he's so cruel.
Yeah.
But it's funny at the same time because it's that cool humor that everyone understands.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedians now on like Netflix and stuff like that. I watch the Bill Burr, Bert Kreischer. He's really funny. Actually, me and Pat are seeing him for the third time in Atlantic City in December.
Okay.
Yeah, part of his Body Shots World Tour.
Okay.
Basically, if you want a description of Bert Kreischer, it's basically just take me and my alcoholism and times it by 10.
Wow.
Because, he's like he could drink me into the table easily.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like he's a pretty heavy, but he's also. It's kind of funny though too because that's why I say he's kind of like me because like I didn't know that he loves Tito's.
Oh.
So me and him both love Tito's. I like it with lemonade. He likes it with club soda.
Okay.
Which is, I hate club soda with anything.
Some people do club soda and scotch actually,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it would be interesting to have it because you got that like little bubbliness.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never tried it though.
Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't. I just
It would
couldn't.
have to be cold.
Yeah. I would try. It would have to be a good scotch though too. It's gotta be a good scotch. To
Yeah.
mix it, you can't like just mix any scotch with that.
Well, I knew someone who it was like a nice bottle. It was like Clevich or something like
Yeah.
that. And it was, I think it was a 12-year-old. I was like, well, he wanted to try scotch.
Yeah.
And I was like, for the first time, I was like, okay, I'll bring over a. It was only like that much, maybe like an inch from the rest of the bottle.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you can have the rest of the bottle. I was trying to teach him how to drink scotch. So you put some ice in a glass, is how I normally do it, like 2 cubes, and then you pour it off.
Yeah.
And you sip it. He was literally like chugging it. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's not the way you drink scotch because it's about the flavor. It's not about like the drunkenness.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're there for a good time.
Yeah. And then he decided to mix it with Coke, and I was like cola. I was like, why are you doing this? This is like good scotch, and you're mixing it with cola. And after that, I was like, I'm not bringing over any more scotch for you.
Why the fuck would you do?
If you want to do that, you get crappy whiskey.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You know like it's like the people that do those. A lot of people do like those. They do beer cocktails and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, go get your Blue Moon and your fucking pussy ass beer cocktail. I'm all sit over here and drink my 12-pack of Heineken.
I like Blue Moon though.
The best one because my colleagues at work, they didn't know how much I like drank.
Yeah.
Like they knew I drank every day, but they didn't know how much I can drink and still like operate and be a functional human being. Because I came in to his housewarming party, I was like, "Yep, here's a 12-pack for you." He's like, "Oh, who's the other 12-pack for? That's mine." He's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's mine. It's my 12-pack." He's like, "You don't want to drink all 12?" I was like, "Dude, if you wanted me to bring a case, I could have brought a case." but I was like, "Look, man, this is what I drink. I get a good amount of buzz going, halfway about 75% through, and then I have 2 more, and then I'm nice and social and everything's good." And he's like, "I didn't know that you drank that much." I was like, "Well, it is a party." Like, shit, you can't.
Yeah, I've been going to parties now.
And then the party got ruined because everyone brought their kids, and I'm like, should probably put the shot down. Yeah.
This is
should.
apple juice, kids.
Can't take shots at children's parties.
It's shots of apple juice, kids.
I didn't know. I thought it was just a housewarming party. I thought it was just only adults.
Yeah, the problem with our age is that no one parties anymore. It's like, it's a social gathering with a couple drinks.
Yeah, and
you're like, oh shit, no one parties like anymore. You might have like easy music going in the background, like a radio station or something like that, and you guys just like all sitting on like couch and just talking.
Yeah.
About your lives, and I'm like, I don't have a life to talk about.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm like, I'm still in school.
I work. Yeah. Oh, how many hours do you work? Well, my last paycheck said 92.5. What? How are you here? What do you mean? How are you here? Don't you have work? Seems like you work every day. I was like, well, not every day. I have one day off every once a month. He's like, holy shit. Because the dude couldn't wrap his head around it because he's a teacher.
Okay.
So he has Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah. Well, most jobs, like 9 to 5 jobs, you have the weekends off at
Yeah.
least.
But he didn't understand like the
But he also has like 3 months off during the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why teachers, don't, their salaries don't really. That's not a great salary because you have that salary, but then you gotta survive for 3 months without being paid
Oh yeah,
unless you do summer school.
yeah. A lot of teachers will do like
That's what Greg does.
waitressing or summer school or something like that. But
Can you imagine like seeing one of our teachers that we had from high school being a waitress somewhere?
you know,
Being like a
I
bartender.
wouldn't be surprised.
Like
I'd be like, oh, I had you when I was in 11th grade. Thanks for the beer.
thanks for the beer.
And then the best part was with some waitress. I was at a bar. Some waitress. She was pretty cute,
Yeah.
She was probably in her late 20s, and it was just a group of guys, and I think we were in for like PAX Unplugged or something like that. And the girl just came over, and we had a booth.
Yeah.
There was only 3 of us, so there was an open spot, and of course it was next to me. And she was like, "Oh, so what are you guys talking about?" Just sits right next to me and says, "Talking about board games and video games, what we're gonna do at the convention this weekend."
Yeah.
And apparently, she was from the same town that they were from.
Oh wow.
And she was like, I think like a couple of years younger than they were.
Yeah.
And I was like, small world.
Yeah, exactly. Like
they didn't recognize her at all.
oh shit. Yeah. That I had some like I always that always happens to me. Like people just always sit down next to me and then just start talking.
Oh,
It's
do you
like,
remember when we went to Rendezvous that one time?
oh yeah.
And, no, it was eulogy. And this girl, we were just talking, and she came over drunk and sat right next to me.
Yeah.
That just was like, I remember that. And she was so drunk,
Yeah.
and she just sat, and we just both looked over. We're like, hello?
Yeah,
and then
that's weird.
her friends, and she was trying to talk to us, and like her friends just ignored it.
Yeah.
And we were trying to have a conversation, but like, I think we were trying to include her a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, we're also like, why'd you come over
Yeah.
here? I think she was at least 30.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, because she was like she had like a grown up job. We were like, I think I was still washing dishes at some place, and you were.
I was still in school.
You were still in school.
I think
and
it was like right after I turned 21.
Yeah.
We started going out more often.
Yeah, to Rendezvous like every Friday.
Because we went to Rendezvous at Eulogy, and it was when we were at Eulogy, this girl came over, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, I just couldn't believe it. This girl just came over, so was showing drunk, and then eventually,
yeah,
she was talking to us, and then one of her, I guess, friends came over and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and, pulled her away.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, what was that?
And then we went to Rendezvous.
Remember? Did you remember the one time the guy ate our pizza fry?
Yes.
He just comes over. He's like, "What's this? Pizza fries." Oh, okay. And just grabs it and eats it. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, I do remember when we didn't have a high top at Rendezvous.
Yeah.
We had a normal seat.
Yeah.
And we were next to the jukebox.
Oh, and
the table next to us.
What's that group of guys?
Kept requesting songs.
Yeah.
And people were singing, and I think some girl was singing too, and went around you and put her arm around your shoulders and started singing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I started singing too because I think it was I think it was Sweet Caroline.
It was Sweet Caroline, and we were all singing.
Yeah.
And the whole bar was up.
Yeah, singing. Yeah, that was great. That was
Oh man,
those times at Rendezvous, those were fun as hell. I loved
do
that
you even
place.
go to Rendezvous anymore?
Not that much, no. Actually,
No.
no.
So
Yeah,
the last time I went, I took some friends there
yeah,
because I was like, oh, this is a pretty decent bar, and the bouncer changed. Because we used to go all the time, and he
yeah,
just used to know us. He kind of like
yeah,
he
yeah,
knew us. He was like, we do the routine thing. He had to scan our cards,
yeah.
But I walked in, I was like, this is not the bouncer I know.
Yeah. Was it the skinny white dude?
Maybe it
There's a
was.
skinny white dude that does this for them now. The last time I was there, I think it was it Pat? It might be Pat. I was thinking it was either Pat and my brother, but still, like, but those days were so long ago, though, because you want to know how long ago? You said eulogy.
Yeah.
Eulogy's not even in business anymore.
Yeah,
It got
I
shut
know.
down like a while back.
Remember
and I
when
was like,
I had a Lafayette
yeah,
beer there?
Yeah.
I was like in love with it for the longest time. And
yeah,
then after a while, I was like, I had it too much that I just got sick of it.
oh yeah. You can do that with beer.
Yeah, but I had it for the first time there because I'd never heard of it.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, it's a pretty good place. I think that's why we went to Eulogy, because they only had Lafayette beer.
yeah. Oh man, that place was good. It was.
It was
Yeah, it's
pretty
like-
expensive, though. They
Yeah.
had a big list of beer, though.
Remember the girl that tried to hook up with you?
Oh, yeah, I
At
remember
the-
that.
She was just like staring. I was like, me and you were both. We
I
both
thought-
got our, we remember we. I think we both got our beer. Then I went up to get us. I think 2 rum and cokes. I think.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I'm like looking at her and I'm like, she's looking at Randy? Oh, cool. I was like, came back and I was like, I remember I was like, the girl's checking you out and you were like, yeah, I know. I was like, and then all of a sudden remember the guy like walked over to her because she was
Yeah.
like on a date but she was looking at us. Like,
Yep.
You're like, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah. Hey, I'll be the rebound.
Yeah, exactly, right? Just be like,
Oh, and then remember we went to
be the reason she breaks it off.
we went to a bar, and this guy was reading a book at the bar.
Why the fuck would you do that?
He was just drinking beer
To bring a book?
and reading a book.
Why? Then why you go to a bar? You can do that at home.
They should make like cafe bars where
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah.
But like the bars we went to, it was more like a social, like
Yeah.
dive in.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you read a book?
Yeah. Well, there's Greg went to Portugal this
Okay.
past summer, and he in Portugal they have exactly what you just said. It's basically a beer cafe. It's an alcoholic cafe.
Yeah.
Basically, you can get like at midday you can get an Irish coffee there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like
think that,
but it's actually called the Delirium Delirium Tremens. It's a beer. It's a company brewery. They have that cafe out there and they have a brew club out there. And both of them are they're not connected, but they're like in the same town.
okay.
I think it is. I think it's Lisbon. It's in, and that shit. Greg was sending me pictures of that. I was like, Greg, I'm in the middle of my shift right now, and you're sending me pictures of a beer cafe. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I want to go there so bad because it looked so good, and the food did too. Which is
Pat and I always thought about it. I was like, we should open a bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do the scotch and the German beers. You could do everything else. I could also do the money thing if you really want me to.
yeah.
I could
He's
do
like, yeah, just walk in. Where's Randy? In the back doing the numbers. Randy, dude, seriously, is that like the 3rd bottle you're on today? 5th?
You know, I wouldn't be
Are
surprised.
the numbers that bad? Oh man, they're really bad.
Pat, see the amount we drink? This is the number we drink. This is the number of how much profit we got. This number should never be bigger than this number.
We gotta stop drinking here.
I know we get it for wholesale price, but
It's so true.
our profit is going downhill.
Yeah, down the drain. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if we all opened a bar together, that would happen. We were like, oh, let's go to our bar. Okay.
the like general manager would just be like, you guys gotta stop drinking here.
No, but I'll be like, I'm the owner. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I own you, bitch.
I signed your paychecks.
Well, I mean, all three of us signed your paycheck, but you know, I'm part of that.
That would be terrible. We would have to get a couple kegs just for you. Be like,
Where's Matt? I don't know.
He's changing the tap again.
Check. Right, quality check. A little foamy. Let me cool it down.
Oh god, I can totally see you change the kegs. I'm like, Matt, we just changed the kegs. Like, maybe an hour ago. Well, they need to be changed again.
Oh man, I actually I used to change the kegs at Ocean.
Okay.
They had their kegerator. Kegerator was technically a part of the kitchen, like the kegerator refrigerator.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It's just basically it built a refrigerated wall, basically, that had slots for kegs.
That's awesome.
So you just slide it open, and you take whatever keg and you just get it out and pick up the new one, throw it in. The one time they're like, the keg's not working, I was like, psh, right, see? Beer, perfect. Alright, see you. Went into the back, drank the beer.
Do you still have your kegerator?
What, the small one?
Yeah, the small one.
Yeah, it's right there.
You don't even use it anymore?
Can't find the kegs anymore. Heineken don't, they make them, but they aren't sold in many places anymore.
Try.
It's the one, the liquor store right by Pat's Wine Legends, around 70 there. They have it.
I think another one that has them is the Cherry Hill Liquors by me.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Like it's got like a really sketchy parking lot to it, but it's like back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
It's right next to the BP gas station.
Yeah.
I think they actually sell those.
Yeah.
And they actually have different ones too. Like you can get like Miller in there, but I think they have Heineken in there too.
Nice. Yeah. I have to find it because I want to use it, but yeah. And it's nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have it out here.
Or
for the
you
podcast.
could just upgrade to a real keg.
Actually, I've been looking at prices for kegerators. There's one I really want. I want it so bad. It's actually in my Amazon cart. It's also one of the reasons why my Amazon cart is like $2,000.
Did you know Best Buy actually has a kegerator?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they make a kegerator. I think it's like $400.
Yeah, this one is expensive as fuck, but it's so cool because it's got like 4 tabs on it.
See, I only want one that has 1 or 2 tabs.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't.
This is the one. This is the one that I would have if I owned my own, like if I had my own house or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you get something like that.
No. When you own your own house, you just make a bar.
Oh yeah.
Like you actually have stools. You have a bar.
Yeah, I would just start taking pallets from my work because my work has like when they drop off the deliveries, they have they'll lay on pallets on the pallet, and you can just take those things apart and it's good wood to use to make things, aka a bar.
There's actually also another way that if you look on like a YouTube or something, people turn refrigerators into kegerators.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's actually a smart idea.
You ever see the redneck one? The redneck
Yes.
version?
Yeah.
Where they turn their bathtub into a kegerator?
Yep.
Fucking hilarious. That's the one I want so nice. But it's on wheels too. Like that's
awesome.
like I said, that's something like and
But how many kegs can you put underneath?
4 quarter kegs.
Okay.
Faucet without kegs. What? Yeah, and they do have a stainless steel version.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but it's like $2,000 for it.
See, the problem is with that is that nice.
Yeah.
So
nice.
I would just build mine because as an engineer, you're like, well, I can get a refrigerator for like $200. It's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I just modify it to be a keg.
Yeah.
Like kegerator. So.
Yeah. It's true. You know, kegerators are fun because they even if you have more room, because most of the time you have more room in there. You can just throw shit in there, like bottles of beer. If you have some scotch that you want chilled, you can put that on the side of it.
I have ever chilled scotch. I've always just poured it over ice.
Some people do. My uncle does, because he does scotch and cigars.
Okay.
And he chills his scotch.
So I tried scotch and cigars once.
Yeah.
I will never do it again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm a fan.
Like, I was like, you have to try it. I literally took one puff of cigar. I was like, and then I had the scotch. And I was like, this is disgusting.
They're like, this is what real men do it. No, real men.
I'm like, no, real men just drink the scotch.
Just drinks the scotch, yeah. Because like, I've done. I think the one time I think it was my boss. I think the corporate chef. And maybe not for Brandywine, but for I think Ocean. We had a steak and scotch night over at like some bar, and we were like. By the way, that was probably the worst steak I ever had in my life. It was terrible, and even he was like, "Oh my god, this steak's terrible." And then so basically we just shut the place down by because it was like an outdoor seating area.
Okay.
So we sat at the outdoor seating area just drinking the bottle of scotch that he bought. The company bought it.
Nice.
So we were just sitting there, just chilling, just shooting the shit, and just drinking, and we're just like, well, we got work in 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, all right, time to we drank probably your bottle's down to there. We probably drank it all the way down to like a quarter that night. Just one night, just us shooting them back. I was like, damn. But he was like, I don't think he was a scotch drinker because he was drinking it like your boyfriend did. He was just shooting it back.
Yeah.
He'll pour a little bit and then shoot it back.
You just sip scotch, and I'm like, this is how you drink. And like everyone I try to teach how to drink scotch, they're like, well, it's whiskey. I'm like, it's not typical whiskey.
No.
Like there are some scotches, if you actually chug them, you will have the worst upset stomach ever because you just chug it. I'm like, can't do it.
Yeah, you're not supposed. You're not. It's not even not like you're not supposed to. It's like you just don't do it.
You just don't do it because it's fine alcohol.
Yeah, you just gotta be cultured. That's what Pat always tells me. Pat's always like,
Pat's always like, I'm gonna try scotch, and then he's like, you also have to try Japanese whiskey. I was like, Pat, and I think he never opened the Japanese whiskey bottle yet.
Yeah.
Because he wants me to try it with him.
Yeah, he wants me, you, and him to try it. I'm like, Pat, we can barely get the two of us together.
Yeah, we can.
Like, how are we supposed to get third party in here?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, probably me and Randy's schedules are more available than yours. He streams like every day.
Dude, I know. He streams every day, and I'm like, oh, let's go play this game. He's like, oh, I'm already playing this game on my stream. And I'm like, God damn you. Like, I've been trying to get him to play a game called Atlas.
Yeah.
Which apparently, when it first came out, the views were so horrible.
Yeah.
And I was...
Well, that sometimes happens with...
Well, it was early access on Steam.
Oh, okay.
And people were, like, expecting so much. but it was
Got
early
some.
access. You know, you get what you get.
Yeah, got so much.
And they've been upgrading and like making it better and better.
Yeah.
They actually made it so you can have Xbox and PC crossplay.
Oh, nice.
They just released that, I think, last week.
Yeah, I've been seeing that when Pat plays Overwatch. I'll see him on my Xbox.
Yep.
Are they allowing like cross-platform parties too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Oh, so like in like Xbox parties?
Yeah, like you.
So I don't know about that, but I know you can join my game on my PC. So
Yeah.
if you ever play Atlas,
Yeah. I'll look into that.
it's basically a survival pirate game,
Nice.
but you play with a whole bunch of players. It's like online. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, because like Pat was like, yeah, get into like I was doing like the whole Twitch thing for a little bit. And I was just like, it was like I'm better than half the players that do the Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but it's like communicating like how Pat does it, like communicating with people. I'm like, look, you want to come into my game? You know, if I'm playing the Gears campaign, you come into my game. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Don't try to talk to me while I'm playing my fucking video game. Like, what the
Well,
fuck?
that's the problem with Twitch is that like people expect interaction.
Yeah.
And with my D&D campaigns, I'm like, I can't talk to you. I'm the DM. I can't just say, hey, so-and-so, in the middle of just trying to describe something.
Yeah. You know, it's like, like I was, oh man, I think I was playing online for COD, I think it was. And I forgot that I was, you know, that that people were, trying to get in contact with me on Twitch. So I was like, all of a sudden, middle of the match, all of a sudden, everyone he just hears, oh, hey, man, how's it going? And then me and this guy have this conversation, and then the guys on my team are like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I was like talking about like weird fucking shit. It's like I was answering the guy's question. Because he's like, how's it going today? I'm like, pretty good, and it's just like pretty good just comes out of nowhere. Right? You're like, this guy's weird.
Yeah.
and then I ended up getting kicked from the game.
So the thing with Twitch is that you have to have like a push to talk system on.
Yeah.
Unless so PC we use Discord.
Yeah.
And we just let everyone know in our Discord, hey, I'm streaming Twitch, so I may not be talking to you guys. I might be talking to chat.
Yeah.
And then you ask them, do I need to put push to talk on? They either say yes or no, kind of thing. And then you just talk to chat.
Yeah.
But it's the hard part of playing a game and also interacting with chat.
Yeah.
Mixer does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like the competition for Twitch. Apparently, if you want to get into streaming now, Mixer is the big thing.
Yeah.
Because Twitch, it's so hard to get up.
Yeah, the like the views and stuff like that, and it's challenging to be able to get the views up, and you gotta get certain views for certain levels. I was happy. I think I had one or two subs from one person, and then I had like I think like 50 something or 100 and something views on it. Because I'm a good, I play, I was twitching like Gears and stuff like that. I'm fucking.
What I realized is
I'm disgusting at Gears, but people aren't watching for that. They want to have that communication like Pat.
Yeah, they also want to see like when you mess up.
Yeah.
Like Pat messes up a lot, and like people like seeing that. And I'm like, I would get frustrated, but like he makes a joke out of it. I'm like, I can't make a joke out of it. Like when I die in a game, I'm like, God damn it!
You're like son of a.
Like I used to play. No, I still play WoW. It's been 15 years.
Yeah, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I still play WoW. And when people kill me, like WoW Classic just came out, and I got ganked the other day, and I was like, I almost rage quit, like back in vanilla 15 years ago when I played that game. was like, wow, this brings so much nostalgia back to me.
Yeah, man, yeah, I had the same thing when I did. I downloaded the Battlefront 2 for the Xbox. It's like backwards
Oh
compatible.
my god, Battlefront 2?
Yeah,
People still play that game?
yeah,
I still have it, just no one ever wants to play with me.
yeah. Like old school Xbox. I was like, jeez. I was
They
like,
released it on Steam.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and I think they have like one server up or something like that
Oh, yeah.
lets like online play happen.
yeah. Like Xbox, you can't really do online play because it's like spotty.
Yeah.
Because it's such an old game. But if you do it by yourself, you can
Oh yeah,
play
you
by
can play
yourself.
it all day with that.
Yeah,
Well, I had it on the PS2, Battlefront 2,
yeah,
and I used to play because I didn't have internet connection on my
Mhm.
PlayStation 2.
yeah.
I think no one really had internet
Yeah,
connection.
yeah.
It was actually when you had people come over.
Yeah.
Was Xbox the one that you could have like 4 controllers?
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So PlayStation only had 2.
Yeah.
But so
Xbox had to be 2 wired and 2 wireless.
yeah. But PlayStation, I think you could have wireless if you got the adapter and stuff like that. But PlayStation was like, you don't really go, like, you just play games by yourself.
Yeah.
That was basically what it was. Or you bring, like, one friend over and you just battle each other and find some co-op game.
Yeah.
But, like, Xbox was the system to go to for if you wanted, like, shooters
Oh yeah.
and, like, up to 4 players.
Yeah, that's like the
And then what was it, the GameCube at the time? Or the N64? I forget what was there.
what GameCube.
GameCube?
Yeah.
That was also the 4-player game.
Yeah. The N64. That's way back.
Yeah, but I had an N64.
I had an N64. It used to be up on my.
You used to play what was it? No, I think.
NFL Blitz. I used to play a lot.
What?
Remember NFL Blitz, the old school one? Where you're able to hit people after the play, hit the ref.
Oh yeah.
You're like, die, ref, die.
And there was always one player that was the fastest out of everyone.
Yeah, oh, yeah. And he always like ran kickoffs.
Was it like the Browns or something or something?
Yeah, some like like some trashy team.
And they made it one of the fastest, best teams in the entire game.
Yeah, it was so that game was baller. I love
It's
that
like
game.
those old school games, like you bring back, you're like, I miss those days.
Yeah, remember? You played the original Xbox? Like the
I didn't have an Xbox. I still don't have an Xbox actually.
Yeah,
I've always been a PlayStation person.
There's Obi-Wan. There was an Obi-Wan game on the Xbox, but it was an Xbox only game back then.
Okay.
That game I loved that game. I beat that game on like the hardest difficulty back in the day when like you didn't really go for those things because you didn't get achievements or anything. You just had bragging rights over your friends and stuff.
It was kind of like the whole Guitar Hero experience.
Yeah.
Like PlayStation and Xbox, I think. Or was it? Was it Xbox? Yeah, I think it was Xbox. And like you were like, I got this score on this song, and like people were using the guitar.
Yeah.
I never owned a guitar for Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I always had to use the controller because my mom would never buy me the guitar.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I was literally using the controller to play the game, and people were like, when I went over to people's houses to play that game, I was like, I use a controller. I don't know how to use the guitar. Like I never learned.
Yeah. Oh man. But did you so you had the PlayStation? Did you do the old like remember the when Kingdom Hearts first came out
Yes,
for like the
I have
PlayStation?
That. Yep.
Those games were.
Do you remember when? So back then, there used to be a separation, and there was a game called Killzone.
Yeah.
I had the first Killzone.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That was like
that was I think on the PlayStation 2.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that game, and it was like I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And then I had GTA 3, I think. on that system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a couple other GTA's came out.
Yeah. What Vice City was on?
Yeah.
Right.
Miami Vice, I think it was.
Yeah, Miami
and
Vice.
then
Yeah. So.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. Yeah. If I
And
remember
now,
correctly,
th-
LA wasn't
now
that great.
GTA
Miami Vice
5.
was really fun.
GTA 5 is actually pretty fun. Pat and I used to play that all the time.
Yeah. Now that they got the heist in there. I
Yeah,
heard the heist was really,
they have
really
a lot more multiplayer
Yeah.
stuff to do. Now you can apparently be like a drug dealer and an arms dealer and make bank.
Nice.
Because money was always an issue in that game. You were always running out of money.
Yeah.
And people were like, well, we need to figure out better ways to get money.
Yeah.
And so Pat and I were just like saving and saving. I eventually got like this all-terrain vehicle that had a turret on it.
Nice.
And Pat, it was an open top though, so people could just like headshot you basically.
Yeah.
We would drive around the city in that, and because it was grenade-proof underneath,
Yeah.
you couldn't blow it up. It
Holy
wasn't
shit.
a normal car. So we would switch. We would drive and then shoot, and we would just drive around the city and see how many stars we could get.
Oh my god.
The only time we died was when we actually got stuck in a corner.
Jesus.
And we couldn't move anywhere, and if Pat died or I died on the turret,
Yeah.
there was nowhere to go,
Oh man.
so we got stuck and we got killed or arrested or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it was those days I was like, I wish these days still happened. Like,
Yeah. Oh man, I loved GTA. I loved playing.
I wonder what their next game's gonna come out.
Well, isn't Red Dead Redemption isn't out yet?
It's
for
the
you
same
guys,
company, yeah.
but it's not out yet for the PC yet.
Yeah, I don't understand why they were like, hey, we're gonna wait a couple more months for the PC version.
I don't know. Yeah.
They should have just released it at the same time.
Yeah. It's a good game though. It's really good. It's really fun. It's the campaign's really good. The multiplayer is like a little bit weird.
I heard the multiplayer was weird.
Yeah, because it's not like it was. I don't know why. I don't know why these companies decide to like. All right, I just made a really fucking great game. Everyone loved it. Let me change the whole purpose of multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, why?
And then they add on this. Let's pay. You have to pay for DLCs.
Yeah.
And I was like, back in my day, it was you pay for the game, and that was it.
Yeah.
They would give you it was basically the full game. There was no DLCs.
Yeah.
Except for I think once if they found a bunch of bugs. They
Yeah.
were like, I'm sorry, there's a bunch of bugs. Here's some more content.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. It's true. It was not nowadays. Every game has all these DLCs. Kingdom Hearts 3. That game's gonna come out soon. Actually, their DLC's gonna come out pretty soon. So if you didn't get
World of Warcraft is on what DLC or what expansion?
World of Warcraft was one of those games that you're just like, all right, how many expansions can I make for a game? Because this isn't it's insane. It's insane how much the expansions, how many expansions that they had for that game, and how big that world actually got.
It's huge now.
That
they ruined the game after a while.
Yeah.
Because they changed so much. The original players, actually, when they released WoW Classic, they actually found out that more players came back. You know when WoW was originally launched?
Yeah.
15 years ago. They have 17 million people playing.
Yeah.
It went down since then. As soon as they went to Classic, almost everyone came back. And now we call it WoW Classic and Retail.
Yeah.
Because Retail is actually what they have current.
Yeah.
And WoW Classic. Yeah, Classic. They actually found out that more people play Classic than Retail.
Oh, wow.
The people still play Retail,
but
it's more like you'll log on, go to Raid or PvP, and they go to Classic. Because they like Classic more. Yeah. I'm like, now you see that this is better.
Yeah.
You should go back to your old style of playing WoW.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's I'm hoping that Red Dead Redemption does. Like they just
Yeah.
they just stop doing what they're trying to whatever they're trying to do.
And
Like,
GTA kind of the same thing. They were
yeah,
like, here's your story, but the multiplayer is the main part.
yeah,
And I was like, what happened to like these campaigns that
yeah,
you actually enjoyed the lore of the game?
yeah. Well, because like people came on people got really upset at Gears 5 because Gears 5 decided that they wanted to try the open world concept
Yep.
in a cover to cover shooter, which is and the whole thing about Gears of War was that always it's never like your decision. It was always someone you're following that character and it was her story to tell. Well, this time around, you got your main mission, and then at some point they'll just be like, okay, well we can do this, or we can look around for a while, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I just want to get down there
What was the game that did that too?
blow shit up. Like
Destiny did that.
Destiny, yeah.
Did the same thing. Apparently, Destiny 2, when it was first released, the story was so bad
Yeah.
compared to the first one that everyone was like, "Why? Why do we have this?" And then they kept giving DLCs for like, we had paid for them. I was like, okay. And then Blizzard actually gave up. What was it?
Yeah.
Having that on their client.
Yeah.
So everything that was saved there, you actually have to transfer over for this new expansion that came out.
That's insane.
And I was like, and just for being generous.
Yeah.
Bungie basically said we're gonna level everyone up.
Yeah.
To the same level. I was like, you are so generous.
Yeah, but like with Gears, they actually on the controller they changed their button layout because like B used to be like the chainsaw. Now it's up here.
Okay.
So every time I fucking try to chainsaw someone, I end up punching them in the back of the head. I'm like, fuck, I didn't mean to press that. But I mean, what? It's been like almost 2 decades of me using B as fucking the chainsaw, and now now it's RB. I'm like, what the fuck? And like because RB has multiple like now it's like RB is for reload too. So if you just tap RB, you just start reloading.
Huh.
So if you don't hold it down or your hand slips or something like that happens, you've been gaming for a while, your hand slips, it happens. You'll start reloading. The person will turn around. And you'll be like, well, fuck, I'm dead.
Damn.
Yeah, I have to because I have the Elite controller, so I can go into my Xbox and calibrate it properly for Gears, so I can move around that button to be chainsaw again. But
if I just want to change a button, I switch it to a different key on my keyboard.
Yeah,
it's so much easier.
Computer is so much easier. The layout of the
you're like, oh, I don't like this button here. Let me just key it to a different button.
Yeah, I don't know how. I wonder how Pat because Pat did Gears on what you call it on PC. I don't know how he plays it on PC. To be honest.
I have Gears on PC.
Yeah.
It's actually really easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be easier than most.
So
game.
Your typical buttons on almost all games is WASD for movement keys, and they're all around those keys.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like going across the keyboard to attack something. It's a shooter, so you use your mouse
to aim
and hit.
Yeah.
You click to shoot.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's pretty easy, and then if you get a mouse that has the 1 through 12 on the side, it's macro keys that actually use the 1 through 12 on your keyboard.
Oh, nice.
So you could actually macro your buttons there and be like, okay, switch weapons. You 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or you can scroll for switch weapons.
That's cool. I like that.
eventually we'll get your computer going.
Oh yeah, yeah. Eventually, yeah. Once once I get the money, once I get the money up, and I'll have that pretty soon.
Yeah, one day you'll turn this garage into a bar.
Yeah,
your podcast gaming bar.
Yeah, gaming bar. Yeah, I mean, like I I can't say I haven't thought about it because I've thought about it a lot. I've actually have been on the podcast and like halfway through the podcast, I'm like, a keg would be good over there. And probably people are like, the fuck are you even talking about? Like, like all the stupid shit that comes into my mind, I'll just put out there. I'll just be like, yeah, that'd be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just moved out my moonshine out here, so
Nice.
yeah, I don't know. My first step is to get something into that keg.
Yeah.
So I'll stop by that Cherry Hill Liquors for.
And also upgrade this old table that's been here since the longest days.
Yep. Since you know, what back in high school.
Yeah.
It just looks better. I'm gonna probably get one of those um gaming desk, the
Okay.
L-shaped gaming desk. So then that way it goes all the way down and then corners. I like this.
Yeah, you could put your gaming setup there and also your podcast setup there.
Yeah, my podcast setup would be still here, but then my gaming would be like.
If you
around
get
the
the
corner.
L, you could actually have your side have your microphone,
Yeah.
and then the outside part kind of like an office running a business.
Yeah.
Where they have like a client seat.
Yeah.
Have a microphone or set up over there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm gonna try to get like all these microphones now. I spent $100 on this.
Yep.
But it's an actual. This is for podcasting.
Yep. I actually used to use one of those.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get one more of these.
I might actually have one if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, if you have one, if you're not using it.
Because ever since I upgraded my microphone, I still even use it.
Yeah. Yeah. These ones are good for beginning, but it's time. Yeah, you get. I'm on the different stations and stuff like that, so you actually care about
quality.
You gotta care. You're at that point where you have to be like, all right, I actually do care about the quality now.
It's like Twitch streaming. You're like, well, I care about the quality of the camera, and the microphone, and then you're like, well, the PC needs to be upgraded. By the time you're done, you're like, well, shit, I just upgraded everything.
Yeah. It's like it's like once I get up, what I think it's $100 something like that, $80 to $100 for the desk. Because I want the desk because this thing's not the.
Did you try IKEA?
I want to. When I go up to Greg's, I'll run over to IKEA.
Because there's a Philly IKEA.
Yeah, there's one right by my brother's house.
Oh, I didn't know he lived there.
Yeah.
But I went there once. I was like, damn, I never knew this thing existed here.
Oh yeah, it's fucking huge in there.
Oh yeah,
it is huge.
You can get lost in there.
Yeah, I've actually gotten lost in there.
They have arrows on the floor, and I was like, okay, follow the arrows.
Yeah, well, I was like looking at something, and my brother and my mom went someplace else, and I'm like, I had to call my brother. I was like, Greg, where you guys at? He's like, oh, we're over here. I was like, okay. Went up to them. They were like, yeah. Well, what were you looking at? I was like, I was looking at the whole doll. What are you talking about? He was like, what? They don't have that in here, Matt. This is not Deadpool. I'm like, ah, shit, you got me. But I was still like, I was like, I think I was looking at carriers or something. I don't know, something with alcohol.
Yeah.
It's always something like, I could use that for a bar.
They have some pretty cool cabinets in there that like you're like, I could use that for not one purpose.
Yeah, bar stools. If you ever want good bar stools, they actually got the high top, like bar high tops. Like if I get these like the mics like that, I could see if they have a small table like that to put like there over here somewhere for more of a professional podcast setup instead of video game video game chair and regular chair with wheels on
Yeah.
it. But it's all good. It's
Well,
not,
so Office Depot, I think it is where I got my chair from. They
Yeah.
actually have once in a while like a half off
yeah,
chairs.
nice.
Not
yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, I should probably. I'm on pro. I gotta do something. I was maybe get a couch in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice couch, nice chair.
Get a green screen too, you know.
Get. Oh yeah, get everything ready for video.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the next step because like I was doing video for a little bit with the webcam, but it didn't work. That shit like would like get out halfway through.
I will have to show you a streamer that is so entertaining with a green screen. It's funny as hell.
Oh shit.
Someone hosted him. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
She ended her stream and she hosted this other dude. And I was like, his whole thing is about green screen.
Oh shit.
And I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And he was so entertaining that I was like, I can't stop watching, but
Yeah.
it's so weird at the same time.
So true. Alright, let's see what time we're at. We're at 2 hours. Alright. We good.
Oh, yeah,